This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. 3 senior NHF officials suspended following breakdown of vaccine cold room. 3 senior officials at the National Health Fund have been suspended following the breakdown in the operation of one of the cold rooms at its pharmaceutical warehouse on Christmas Eve. The NHF has disclosed that more than 900,000 COVID-19 vaccine doses were affected by the change in temperature. Acting chairman of the NHF, Shane Darling, says the established reporting mechanisms were not followed. He says there are suspicions surrounding the incident.
The machine was serviced the day before, so it is not something that you could safely say that maybe it was not serviced 6 months or a year. It was serviced the day before. So the investigation will also go into that. Why is a machine that was serviced the day before fail to automatically come in? Also, as it relates to the backups in terms of the trucks to move the items into another cooling facility, that is also in place. So what I'm telling you is that a well-oiled system existed, and we predicted this. In terms of what is to be done, it is properly documented and persons are trained to do so. What I'm saying to you, it did not happen by human action, not by the systems and the procedures that are in place. So we expect after the police and the independent persons would have interviewed the persons and assessed the reports, that we will have even a preliminary report in a short space of time to come back to the country to say more. I would expect within a space of a week or two for at least a preliminary report.
6 additional social housing solutions for Westmoreland. Westmoreland will be given an additional 6 social housing solutions to benefit the less fortunate in the parish. This was noted by Minister of Local Government and Rural Development Desmond McKenzie at a recent meeting of the Westmoreland Municipal Corporation. These will be in addition to a house being constructed for a family in the Sheffield Division in the parish and another which is slated to be built in the Cornwall Mountain Division. The criteria to be eligible for these housing solutions are that they must be a registered poor and that the investigation and the determination will be made by the Inspector of Poor for the parish working with the Board of Supervision in the Ministry of Local Government, Mackenzie said. On a subsequent visit to the house being constructed in the Sheffield Division, he told a journalist at a press briefing that he hopes the new unit will herald a new beginning for the family. I am looking on the commencement of a change in the fortune of the family. There are hundreds of Jamaicans just like this family in a similar situation. We will never have all the resources that are required to offer the assistance, but at least we are making a start, he said. The 2-bedroom house will have its own water harvesting system and will be fully furnished when handed over to the family. He also commended the team from the Poor Relief Department in the parish because it is not easy to deal with so many cases. Councillor of the Sheffield Division Garfield James told the journalist that the building of the house for the family was an act of love. I want to applaud Mackenzie and the team who have seen it fit to have taken on this initiative in an aggressive way, where in short order it has borne fruit, and we are here to witness that. It can only get better from here, and there are many families in the respective communities and by extension the constituency who are in dire need, but we can only start and deal with them one by one, he said. We want to commend the effort, and I pledge to work with the Member of Parliament, the Minister, and by extension the team to ensure that this project is completed in a fruitful and timely manner, James added. For his part, Member of Parliament for Westmoreland Western, Morland Wilson, said he was pleased with the construction of the house. We have a lot of social cases in Westmoreland, and whatever we can do as a government to assist, I endorse it, he said. Wilson noted that the additional social houses as announced by the minister shows that this government cares and that the minister is looking in the right direction. Meanwhile, Mayor of Savannah Lamar, Councillor Bertel Moore, told the news that the additional houses were a good gesture. We will be very happy to get them. We have several people who are in dire need, but I leave that to the Poor Relief Department because they are the ones who go out there and see the needs of people, he said. Mackenzie was on a working visit to Westmoreland, during which he also officially opened the recently rehabilitated Tivoli Road in Bath District in the parish. The roadway was repaired at a cost of $14 million. He also toured the Savannah Lamar Market and the Westmoreland Infirmary during his visit. COVID-19 cases rise among inmates and correctional staff. The Department of Correctional Services is reporting an increase in COVID-19 cases among the inmate and the staff population at penal institutions in recent weeks. 8 inmates and 15 staff members have tested positive and are now in isolation. A statement from the department says the active cases are at the Tower Street Adult Correctional Center, Horizon Adult Remand Center, South Camp Juvenile Correctional Center, St. Catherine Adult Correctional Center, Metcalf Street Secure Juvenile Center, as well as its head office. The department says it has implemented measures to reduce the spread of the virus. The South Camp Adult Correctional Center is currently on lockdown, while movement has been restricted at the Tower Street Adult Correctional Center. The COVID-19 contingency plan has been activated. St. Mary Bar operator charged following gun seizure. 24-year-old Anil Stevens, a bar operator of a Louis store in St. Mary, has been charged with illegal possession of firearm and ammunition. The police report that about 4 a.m. on Wednesday, a team was patrolling the area when they saw Steven, who reportedly ran and threw an object onto the roadway. The police say he was apprehended and the object was retrieved, which turned out to be a Karandai 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 12 9mm rounds. He was arrested and charged. Investigations continue. Another man killed in Ocherius, St. Anne. The resort town of Ocherius in St. Anne has been rocked by another murder after a man was gunned down in the community of Mansfield Heights on Thursday night. Dead is 43-year-old Troy Stewart. It is alleged that Stewart was engaged in a game sometime after 8 p.m. in Mansfield Heights in Ocherius when he was pounced upon by an armed man who shot him several times. Stewart reportedly died at the scene while the gunman escaped in a waiting motor vehicle. There were no reports of further injuries stemming from the gun attack. Stewart's killing came 2 days after the shooting death of 51-year-old Patrick Banner Smalling in the Ocherius Transportation Center. According to police reports, Smalling was sitting at the entrance of his shop about 5:50 p.m. on Tuesday afternoon when an armed man walked up and shot him. He was pronounced dead at the St. Anne's Bay Hospital. Investigations are ongoing into the murders that rattled the town this week. 1,269 new COVID-19 cases, 3 more deaths. Jamaica on Thursday recorded 1,269 new cases of COVID-19, pushing the tally to 99,463. Of the new infections, 739 are women and 530 are men, with ages ranging from 15 days to 97 years. A total of 3,864 tests were conducted. The country's positivity rate now stands at 45.9%. The parish breakdown is as follows: Kingston and St. Andrew 586, St. James 181, St. Anne 157, St. Catherine 84, Manchester 51, St. Mary 39, Hanover 39, Westmoreland 32, Trelawney 30, Clarendon 25, St. Thomas 23, St. Elizabeth 22, and Portland recorded no new cases. Meanwhile, 3 more deaths have been recorded, increasing the total to 2,489. The deceased are a 91-year-old man from Kingston and St. Andrew, a 77-year-old woman from St. Elizabeth, and a 51-year-old woman from Kingston and St. Andrew. The Ministry of Health says the deaths occurred between December 19, 2021 and January 4, 2022. and one more fatality have been recorded as a coincidental death, moving that figure to 196. Some 219 persons are in hospital, with 42 being moderately ill, 22 severely ill, and 4 critically ill. One person is in government quarantine, while 24,346 are at home. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.